First of all, you guys, thank you for being here, spending 30 or so minutes of your night in the interest of better nutrition. And there is Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Jane's joining us. All right, so I passed this out. It's just kind of an overview of the diet challenge. It starts Tuesday, and it'll end on December 7th, which is a Wednesday. So that means December 6th at midnight, that's when it's over, okay? If you want to go crazy, you could. That means it's over Thanksgiving weekend. Don't quit now before you started because of that. You'll have 2 free days during the holiday weekend. I celebrate more than once, so 2 days is nice. But please don't ask me if you can, instead of 2 full days, have 1 cheat for 5 days. It's 2 days, and you decide what you want to do on those 2 days. If you want to go crazy, you could do that. I don't recommend it. Or you could do 1 cheat or 2 cheats, and that's fine. What I'm hoping is that you'll gain an understanding of how to eat healthy, consistently eat a good diet, have a holiday happen, or have a family event happen, or have a birthday party happen, and get right back on track, or not completely lose it, which can happen. And then it spirals into 5 days over Thanksgiving, and then you're like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna wait until the first of the year before I eat healthy again. So it'll hopefully incorporate some good habits of how to get through these holidays. And I'm really encouraging everyone to lean on your team members and your team captains on how they're gonna be getting through the holidays in different creative ways. So that's that. Let's see here. You guys all know how it works. You're going to be put on a team. A coach is going to be the captain, and they're kind of like your liaison. So if you have questions or concerns, even after tonight, go directly to your team captain. They'll be contacting you over the next few days. Obviously, you can always talk to any of the coaches, but they're kind of like your person. Okay, so point system. You'll have to download MyFitnessPal on your phone. That's kind of part of the diet challenge. If you don't want to do that, then you just wouldn't get the 35 points. You'll notice there are bonus points available to row, so I guess you could make up that. But I would encourage you to just download it. It's super easy to use, and you're going to log all of your food. This is not a weigh and measure, count your macros challenge, although it can be if you want it to be. So we'll go into that in just a minute. But basically, your team captain is going to look at your FitnessPal, each of yours, and make sure you have kind of an overall day of your food. If you've logged everything, you get the points. Even if it's something that was unfavorable, log it. So long as it's there, you're good. And there's a couple reasons for that, too. At the end of the 5 weeks, you're going to have a good bank of data, knowing you're going to look back and say, oh my gosh, every day at 2 o'clock, I had a beer. that would be something. But you're going to see weak points, possibly. Okay, I saw a hand raise. That's not crazy. You're going to see maybe weak points or strong points. So it'll give you an idea of where you're at, and then just kind of have that for your information purposes. Okay, you'll also, kind of skipping down, WODs at CFPV, you'll get 1 point per workout that you do. No 2-a-days allowed. It has to be done here, so that's a total of 6 points a week that you could potentially get. And you'll have to create an exercise in MyFitnessPal. And again, that is super easy to do. Don't get overwhelmed. I can walk you through it in about 30 seconds, but that's how you'll do that. And then out of the gym fitness as a team. As a team, you can go out on a hike. You could go to yoga. You could go, I don't know, to the track and do some running. 75% of your team needs to be there. And this is out of the gym. I know a lot of people have at-home equipment and stuff, but we're trying to get you outside of that. So come together as a team, do something fun, earn some points. And then 1 social media post per week. We don't want to go crazy and annoy our friends and family. So 1 a week is adequate. And if you'll have to talk with your team captain to make sure that they see it. So if people don't have, say, Instagram and that's where you're posting, then I would suggest snapping a photo of it and then sending it to your team captain so that they know you've gotten it. I think, and then bonus points. This is where it gets really fun. 1 point per calorie rowed. I rode 400 meters and got like 28 calories. That's 28 points potentially. So you can really add on a lot there. All right, so that's kind of the point system. Are there any questions as far as the points go, MyFitnessPal in general? Randall?
Are we rowing here?
Good question. Randall asked, do you have to row here? Yes, you do. And so the prereq to that is you could come before or after class. During class, you just have to check with the current coach of that hour to make sure they don't need the rower and there's space, but you can always take them out on the sidewalk. Yeah. Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to keep going then. All right. So before, I know you guys are eagerly waiting to see what you cannot eat and what you can eat, but bear with me. Cheat box. Each team is going to have a cheat box here at the gym. So if you happen to have something that's on the non-approved list, like say you have a beer, you don't have to get ostracized in front of your whole team or, singled out because you did that. You log it, no big deal. You discreetly come in here, you would grab a cheat ticket, put it in your team's box, end of story. You move on with your life. You don't have to feel guilty about it. Your team doesn't have to feel like you let them down. But at the end of the challenge, I will tally up each of those boxes and your whole team will lose points based on how many cheat tickets are in there. Okay, so that does hold some accountability, but really the team captain would be the only one that really knew. And it's honor system, just like it's honor when you do your reps here. We know that you guys are doing 100 burpees, not 92. So it's the same idea. Do I need to track, count, or measure my foods? Only if you want to. You will see in just about 2 minutes when I pass out the list, there are a ton of foods you can eat, and there's a lot you can do with them. There are measurements on it, and that's only for people that want to do that. Some people will look at that list and go, oh my gosh, this is a completely new way of eating. So you're gonna wanna stick with the approved foods list and call it good. Others, you might look at and say, yeah, I already eat that way. This is my grocery list anyway. So then I would challenge you to start weighing and measuring or counting your macros. And if you don't know how to do that or you need a little help, talk to one of the coaches or your team captain. And here's what I'm going to say to that, because a lot of people instantly don't want to weigh and measure their food. They're like, there's no way I'm doing that. So this is just what I'm going to post. If you eat clean, healthy foods or the same foods and you're not seeing the results that you want from your body, something has to change. You have to change if the quality is good and your body's not changing, then we got to look at quantity and the reality of how well are you actually eating. Okay, so that's another reason MyFitnessPal logging those things is going to be good. What do you win? Individual male and female winners will receive a $100 Visa gift card right before the holidays. That'll be nice. And then each member of the winning team will receive a little swag bag. Okay. Any questions on any of that? Okay. So start passing this stuff out. Just take one. Let's see here. I think I got it. This is non-approved. Everyone wants to know what they cannot eat. So there it is. Alcohol is on there. Just going to say. And then Dad, here's the... Yeah, exactly, you guys. You got like 4 full days and it's Halloween, so dig into that candy. Right? I know, right? All right, I do want to talk about the list, so take another few seconds, look at it. Okay, I want you guys to understand that this list is not the end-all be-all of diets. And it doesn't include every single healthy food on the face of the planet. Okay, it is a guide of whole healthy foods, and that's what we're trying to accomplish, a balanced lifestyle here in exercise and with our nutrition. So don't get too hung up on, can I have this because it's almost the same nutritional content as this? You're adults. If you seriously have a question, ask your team captain, they can help you. But we're going for fruits and vegetables, good solid meats, low fat meats, not super high in excess fat. It's so gross. Good fats like avocado, coconut oil, nuts and seeds. What else are we going for? Oh, and you'll see there's oatmeal on there. There's rice. There's some almond milk. And for this challenge, we're going to stay away from most dairy, stay away from breads and grains, that sort of thing, not because I think they're the worst things ever, but it's a challenge. So again, if this is typically how you eat, then I would really encourage you and suggest to start weighing and measuring or counting your macros. Otherwise, stick with the approved, get your extra points, and have a really fun 5 weeks, because I think the balance will be awesome. Questions?